Okay, I'm back with the, no, I'm gonna close the door again. The door. Okay, I'm back. And so, yeah, open your Sharpies. Take a bite of your shirt. Remove the black and or the darkest color you have. This. And take your pieces of paper. I would recommend moving the ones that you don't bleed through. You can then take this piece of paper and stick it underneath here so that you cover up one eye. Open your marker or pencil, whatever you're using. I'm using a Sharpie because it's right there in front of me. And trace the eye shape. Okay. Once you got that, here's mine. Shape like that. You're going to draw another line going around about the same exact way, at least a little bit farther apart from the original line, and in a neater shape. There we go. Now, you're going to cut this out. So you have this. Then you're going to flip it over so it's white. Now you're going to take this, and on the other eye that you did not measure yet, you're going to stick it right on there. And you should have something like that. Oh, it fell off. So, okay. You should have something like that. That covers up the eye and makes sure it's the right shape and everything. Once you know that it's all good in the hood, take your white foamy sheet and lay out the eye onto it. You're going to take your Sharpie marker and trace that onto the foam. Did I say white Sharpie marker? I meant a white foamy sheet, black Sharpie marker, and trace it onto here. Make sure it doesn't move a lot because it's something I just did. I moved it. There we go. So now you have one eye. You can cut it out so that no black is showing. You can have a tiny bit showing because, I mean, you're going to be wrapping a big foam thing around it. There you go. That's going to be the start of your eye. Now you can test how it looks by pushing it into the eye socket of your fursuit. once you get a look that you like, as you see here, then you can take it out. Then you're going to flip it over. There. So cut out your other eye. Remember, all of the supplies I've used in the following video is all from Target, except for like in the following videos, yeah. Except for the upholstery foam, which is at Fabricland. Yeah, everything. So, here you have your eyes. If you don't want to see the black lining, you can just flip them over and switch. Now, you can test these again. Good fit. Good one. So I'm going to label this one on the back of it, put a tiny little R, really light, so you know that's the right. Then let me check this one. That's a good one. So on the back of this one, you're going to put a tiny little L, left. So now we have right eye, left eye. Look like this. And this one's upside down though. So right, because you're going to be looking at it from a different way. The right and the left eye. And you can set those aside near your fursuit. Now, take the paper that you just cut out, and if you have one, use your paper stencil or whatever, and you can trace out the iris, but I don't have one of those. So, I'm going to evenly space it. Probably, let me see if I can make it a bit bigger than that. Okay, it's about good. Check that out on the other side. I'm gonna fix it. There. So it will look like this. One second. Okay. Well, you should be working on a flat space, which I am not because my desk has a bird cage on it. So I'm just gonna work on the floor. I'm used to working on the floor anyway. So. It's gonna look like this, except you're going to have a pupil. So take this with a little paper thing. You're going to cut out the circle you just made. So now you have this. Now you can just slip this inside of the mask so that you can make sure that you can see. So put this in the mask. Just hope it doesn't fall. There we go. Now, just fix it so that you'll be able to see. Just gonna flip it around so I can show you guys. Again, you can use a mirror. So this is where your vision is going to be the most restricted. Because like you might think like, wow, my vision is restricted enough. Can't possibly get any worse. It gets worse. So now you have your little hole cut out. So put that down. Just gonna cut out a little bit more. There we go. An eye. Kind of. An incomplete one. Now you're going to take your eyes and just layer the paper stencil on top of them. Now, it should look a little something like this. Make sure it's all lined up. Now, choose your eye color. So, here we have, I mean, I really wish I could see out of the pupil more, but I can't. If I had some crochet magic, I'd be able to do that, but of course I don't. Or see-through material, basically. But here I have all these. Now I have to choose an eye color. I'm thinking like one red and one orange. Let's go on one red. I'm gonna do one red, one purple. It's gonna look really funky. I think I'll do the right one purple. I can't do any fancy tricks or anything because I don't have any like a darker color option for some of them. So just color in the part of your stencil or your eye, whatever. And there we go. So you can just keep coloring if you want. I'm just going to remove the stencil so I can fix some stuff that might come up. Okay. There's one iris. You can make it a bit bigger. There we go. Iris. So now that you have that, it's not going to look like that when it's done, of course. I don't know. That's what it is. Okay. Don't make the mistake I just did. Well, I mean, now that I've made the mistake, I'm just going to make this eye into a stencil for perhaps future fursuits. Okay. So, got my new eye, because I'm going to tell you what I forgot. Wow. Okay. Okay. Got my new right eye. Okay, here's what I forgot. Just cut out this. There we go. New stencil. There are shiny things on the eye, like the dirt, and I forgot. So, when you color this in, remember that right on the top left corner of the circle, just start in the middle of the top of the circle. Yeah, middle of the top of the circle. And then just start again, like when you get around, just stop in the middle of the left part of the circle. Because you gotta leave room for that shiny thing. Okay, there we go. So you should have something like this. Now you can go a little bit farther in, and then when you make it to here, you're going to make a circle around that, so that you have like a moon almost. And also, make a smaller one right there in the corner. There you have an eye, your right eye. Now, you're going to make a pupil. Make sure your pupil is like a relatively big size so that you don't end up like walking around and killing yourself. So, Gonna make it that big. Be aware, don't draw over the shiny things. Just leave them alone. Now you have your eye. I can stick that in there. We have a cuter wolf. Look, see, the eye is already following you because there's enough depth that I cut out because I'm stupid. But yeah, because when I was making the actual thing, I put so much depth into it. But I'm still gonna put some foam around it for a neater look. See, there you go. The eye's following you. And if you had another eye, you can see how cool it actually is. So, moving on to the left eye. Put your right eye right next to your fursuit. Now, I'm just going to make sure that this doesn't smear when I roll onto it. There we go. Line it up. Might not be exact because you're just flipping the same stencil over, but the tips of it should be relatively like the same. So get it as close together as possible. Like that. Now you're going to take your other color of the other eye. Do the same exact thing. Remember, leave room for the little shinies. Just gonna do this right here. It's flat. Oh, glitching. And now, I have my second eye. So, color that in. Color me red. With the rest of your brownie. Move the mouse around. Doesn't go dark. So just try to color. There's like one rule to using like markers and crayons. Just choose a single direction to color him, or else it will look sloppy. So here's the second eye. Now we need a pupil. Get your black marker. You can look to this one for some reference. Just don't put your elbow on it or anything, because you'll kill it. So, see it's sort of there. So you try to copy what you did. Whoa, okay. That was weird. Oh well. Just went into full screen mode. Oh well. Now if you see anything that you might want to fix, go ahead and fix that. There you have it. I have 2 eyes right here. It's gonna tidy up the one of them. So now you're gonna place these and check if they look okay. Make sure you let them dry a little bit. Got 1 eye. Surprised how well this works. I actually thought mine was gonna look like crap and I'd have to restart it, but put on the other one. Because the other eye socket is like the tiniest little bit bigger than the other one. Okay. Here we go. Just gonna try to hold it really steady. It's amazing. Okay. Now, pop out your eyes. Not yours, but just saying. No, I don't want to be accounted for some person's death. Like, ooh, pop out your eye. Okay. But or like have to pay any hospital bill. That would suck so much. I have like $12. Okay. Now, take your other foamy sheet and take the most dry eye, the one that's, had time to dry. And you're just going to put it right on the end of the foamy sheet, because you have to check if you have enough. Sometimes you might have to like cut and connect too. So, then just, oh, that's why. Okay. Gonna do a little rough wrap around. Yeah, I'll be needing some more. So you can take the end of one foamy sheet that you just used to make eyes, put it on this end, and make sure that it's about like that much. Okay, can you see that? Now I'm gonna trace, make sure it's all straight as possible. And there you have a line. Now I'm going to cut that out. I'm not Canadian. Out. So that you can't really see any black on it. I mean, you can just flip it over, but I'm complicated like that. I don't know. I have to do everything the hardest way for some reason. It's weird. Either that or I'm just flat out really, really Polish. So, choose a point on your eye, your first head's eye. Then again, I'm not paying anybody's hospital bill. And wrap it around and just check. Do like one more face check. Then again, I'll be needing more. Of course I do. I'm just gonna have to go cut out that little mouth. And in fact, I'm gonna trace that because I only need so much, or like a little amount. I'm gonna use this. I don't wanna make any stupid errors. I'm gonna turn it over or something. I don't know. There, I have that other line because I don't have a long enough piece. So, cut that out. But I need the hot glue gun, so I'm gonna have to leave for a couple of seconds. This does happen to you. Gonna really steadily just glue these two little strips that you just cut out together. Then, once you're sure, 100% sure that it's dry, take your eye, not yours, no hot bills, and then try to wrap it around. See if you have enough. Whatever you don't need, figure out how much that is and cut it off, because then you're going to use this for the other eye. Now, I'm going to need the glue gun again. I'm going to bring the laptop up here. Oh no, what's happening? Okay, time to get, okay, have these, okay, that's way too hard for you guys to see. This is getting complicated. This is really wobbly. Okay, now, we got eye stuff. Very carefully take one end of the strip, and on the very bottom of it, any side, I recommend the sharpest side that you cut, I'm going to turn it over. Now, put a small little dab of glue right there. And very, very quickly put the bottom part, or whatever part of the eye you want to start with, onto the glue. So that, oops. Let's restart that one. Okay. Put it on the wrong side. So I am smart like that. But I'm going to be back with part 2. So, bye.